Hey guys, I just thought to share some insight with you of why, my opinion of why that the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Wii U is most likely going to fail, especially these next generation consoles. Now, the reason why I think that they're going to fail is because 720p and 1080p resolutions are becoming irrelevant. In the near future, it is going to be 4K television. I mean, the GTX Titan Z itself for modern PCs can run 4K. It can run 3 screens of 4K television at 30 FPS. I know 30 FPS ain't a good number, but with one single screen of 4K, if you're not like a guy that has like 3 screens right in front of you, if you just have one monitor like mine, um, that then it can run 4K television on one screen at a standard 70 FPS as well. But to get on back on topic here is that both the PS4 and the Xbox One, they both have had trouble reaching that 1080p. Now I know PS4 has, because I own a PS4 right here. I mean, I can say myself that most games that I've played on there were at 1080p, 60 frames per second. But the thing is that they got to be careful. I mean, not. But the thing is that there has been trouble on trying to reach 1080p, and some developers now. I mean, it's just not. I mean, they can reach 1080p easily. It's the problem that the developers want. They want a good FPS. They want 60 frames per second on most of their games on next generation consoles. But for some reason, it just won't allow them to do that. It won't let them, with the hardware limitations and with the hardware itself, it apparently won't even let them do it, in which I think is absolute pure bullshit. But the thing is that honestly, I honestly think that this generation is gonna fail. I really do, because the thing is that if they're trying, there is no dedicated hardware on both the Xbox One and the PS4. All the hardware that's in them is basically a low or medium ranged PC. That's it. That's all there is in these things. Now, I mean, there's going to be games coming to them because that is one of the benefits of console, besides PC, because when it comes to consoles, everybody's going to have the same hardware, where developers are going to put the games in the consoles, and fit it to everybody where everybody could play. With PC, you have to be careful of what game you get because of you don't know what hardware your hardware is fixing in with them. So to get back on topic here, um, we got about a good 6 to 7 years with these next generation consoles that have just recently come out. I have my doubts. I really, really do have my doubts. Because if the performance is this hard right in the first start, now they may eke out some juice in the near future, because that could also be a possibility too. I mean, most developers don't understand the hardware yet. I mean, even though this generation's hardware is very, very simplistic compared to last generations and the generations previous to that, I would say that maybe there is a possibility that they can eke out the performance of both these consoles in order to reach that 1080p 60 frames per second. So far as we know, the Xbox One is really having trouble compared to the PS4, because the Xbox One itself is kind of more of a downgrade to compared to what the PS4 has. I don't know if that's a difference in graphics cards, I don't know if that's a difference in their RAM, I don't know if that's a difference in their CPU, but all we know is that the Xbox One can only do 720p 60 frames per second. But again, with the resolution of both the 1080p and 720p getting out of date, going irrelevant with 4K moving on, I mean, how are people going to enjoy 4K television at 60 frames per second? I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's kind of hard because PC gamers will be enjoying the 4K resolution. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure that developers will make 4K television for PC gamers as well, but I don't think they'll be able to do it for consoles. And that's the thing that the manufacturers of both Sony and Microsoft should have considered. They should have considered for the future of the consoles and the future of resolution, because right now that 1080p and 720p is irrelevant, and they should have thought that, hey, you know what, down the line, 2013 is when our consoles are coming out. They're going to become irrelevant, or the resolutions are going to become irrelevant, both 1080p and 720p. How about we up this hardware in order to get like better 4K? That way, when 4K moves down, they can have 4K resolution, and what do you know, when it's 1080p on most games, it'll even be clearer picture than most. And that's just one of the things that I thought to discuss, just because I mean, it's really hard to even explain with such things. I really hope that they get this through, and I mean, I really hope that the consoles will be able to perform good for the next 7 and 6 years until the next consoles come out. But so far as we know is that some of their hardware is lacking, and some of the resolutions nowadays are going to become irrelevant later in the near future. And I just really hope, I really hope that both the PS4 and the Xbox One can deliver the best performance and the best resolution ever. I'm pretty sure that most of you won't care for 4K. I don't care for 4K. I mean, I have a 720p monitor right here. You know, I mean, but then again, I'm also building a new PC, and I'm looking for that 4K resolution in the near future. I was just hoping that maybe sometime in the near future that both Sony and Microsoft would have considered 4K resolution, and how 1080p and 720p ain't just gonna cut it. 720p itself is pretty much the lowest you can go now, and people most likely don't even like 720p. They like 1080p, and you know people are gonna jump on that bandwagon, and they're gonna go for 4K resolution. But anyway, if you guys liked this video, if you liked my opinion being shared here, hit the subscribe button, like it, put in the comments below whether you want 4K television in the near future, whether you want the consoles to, I mean, do you think the consoles will be able to eke out performance for 4K resolution, or do you think they're set on 720p and 1080p? But anyway, thank you guys, and I just hope you guys have a great day.